Calgary Folk Fest, another great performance coming up this weekend, and I just happen to have an artist on the line, Russell deCarle. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm fine, thank you. I had a good night's sleep here, and we flew in last evening. And
Talk to me. How excited are you about getting your performance on?
very excited. I've heard about this club for years. We're playing the Calgary Folk Club, of course, tonight, and I've heard about it for years, but I've never been there. And it's our first time performing there, so I'm very excited about that. And happy to be back here. I have a lot of great friends in this town and lots of fans, and in the whole province. I'm here for 12 days. So
it's going to be a ton of fun, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed.
So talk to me a little bit about why you love doing these kinds of festivals. I mean, is it more of like that intimate sort of group and stuff?
Well, at this point in my career, I'm having more fun than ever. You know, I get to tell my own story with my own material. I've just released my fourth solo album, and feel the songs, my writing's better, I'm singing better, I'm performing or playing better than ever, and having so much fun, the most fun I've ever had.
Well, it's funny because I was actually listening to Alone in This Crowd last night.
Yeah.
And I got to say, fantastic album.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was just the perfect sort of like album to sort of do my evening stuff and to chill. And I feel like that's the vibe we're going to get from your performance this weekend.
It totally is. I mean, I have a huge repertoire, of course, and so I'll be doing featuring a lot of stuff from the new album, and some of my four solo records, and a couple of old Prairie Oyster chestnuts, the old Oyster fans, and some cover material, like some other sources that I've gone to. That the great thing about doing my own thing, right? I can just kind of pick and choose, and I hardly ever use a set list, so I just kind of play it by ear, and that's exciting for us, and it keeps it exciting for the musicians and keeps it exciting for the audience. I have two great players with me. My buddy Steve Briggs has been working with me for years, great guitarist, and a fantastic bass player by the name of Russ Boswell, and Russ plays on all my records, and he's just a killer player.
That's amazing. So speaking of your audience, what kind of audience do you prefer? The kind that sort of chills and just listens, or do you want them to get up and dance and sing along? Like, what gets you going on stage to put on a good show?
Well, however they're moved, you know, if they're moved by the music, however they want to respond to that. If they want to get up and dance, that's great. And we certainly play stuff people can dance to. As long as people are showing up and enjoying it, and hopefully, and having a great time. You know, that's the thing. I think people generally go. I know when I got audited a few years ago by CRA, I told the fellow that was auditing me, I said, "Man, I don't go out and make money. I just go out and make people happy."
That's very true. I mean, I think at the end of the day, the money is nice, but that's what most musicians are in it for, right? Is that they have a passion about what they're doing, and they just want other people to be as passionate about that same work that they're putting in.
Well, they do. I mean, I do it for myself first because I have to. That's just what I do. I'm a musician. I'm a writer. I'm a singer. This is my 54th year on the road. Wow. That I'm still doing this is amazing to me, and I'm having more fun than ever. I've had a long, incredible career, really, a long run of this. It's just amazing to me.
That's fantastic. Now, of course, you have been doing it a long time. You're very talented at what you do. Talk to me a little bit about your influences growing up that got you in love with music and got you doing this.
You know, both my parents were kind of into music. Well, my dad played harmonica, and he would play me to sleep some nights, which was great. I always had the radio on. I grew up at a time when radio was far less homogenized. It wasn't so formatted. So, I mean, on pop radio, I was hearing the pop hits of the day. Plus, I was hearing people like Webb Pierce and Johnny Cash and Leroy Van Dyke and Don Gibson, and they were pop hits as well as country. And then I grew up just north of Toronto, and kind of a little town, but I was close enough to Toronto to absorb a lot of influences there, and it was a big rhythm and blues town. It was kind of rhythm and blues and country, so it just kind of I'm a product of everything I've listened to, you know, and I love I've always loved singers and wonderful singers. So I mean, I'm influenced as much by Frank Sinatra as I am by Hank Williams.
That's awesome. So if you had one thing to say to anybody coming to see your shows this weekend, what would that be?
Well, I think it's going to be fun for sure, and they're going to hear some great musicians, and I think hear a real variety of music.
I think that's what folk fests are all about, right? Because a lot of people can fit into that genre.
Absolutely, yeah. And like I love it all. I mean, I do to hardcore country stuff, to kind of rhythm and blues, to a lot of swing stuff. We love Western swing. We do some of that kind of stuff. Just a real variety. And my own original material, it's a real amalgam of all those different styles.
Well, I can't wait to check it out, and I hope you have an absolute blast and come back every year that you can, my friend.
Oh, I do. I love it here. I mean, it's fantastic. I'm so happy to be here in Alberta. Really happy to be in Calgary.
And we've got some passes to give you. If you want to go check out Russell and the crew, all you got to do is text FOLK to 403-212-1061 right now on the Canadian Talk and text line, and I'll pick a winner coming up.